This is Scaling Across Borders, a journey into the markets most of the world overlooks. I'm Greg Moran, an investor looking for what others miss. Places on the edge of the map that are building their own future. My first stop, Kosovo. It's a country better known for headlines from the past, yet rarely seen for what it's truly becoming. Not every part of Kosovo's economy is built in factories or tech hubs. Sometimes it starts in kitchens with flour in the air or in rooms where music keeps the night alive. Here, food and music are where culture grows, where new ideas take shape, and old ones, they find new life. To understand Kosovo's culture today, you have to meet the people shaping it, plate by plate, beat by beat. Like Adelina Bikliq, the pastry artist that turns imagination into a modern business. A renaissance, a family turning hospitality into identity, where tradition meets fine dining. Or Petrit Kllokoqi, building some of Prishtina's most recognizable lifetime spaces. And Uran B, a DJ and creator of spaces where sound becomes the identity for a generation. Together, they show how Kosovo's culture isn't just expressed, it's built. It's work, it's business, and it's shaping the rhythm of a young country. Some kitchens run on precision. Adelina's runs on something closer to enchantment, with a little bit of chaos. Her pastries don't just look beautiful, they feel like stories.
There is so much love here. It's all of me, what I give here. So if I offer you a cake, you know it's my love first.
Right.
In that plate, then it's something beautiful or something tasty that you are eating.
And that's where her work begins, with feeling, not formulas. And that feeling, it has deep roots.
I always was, after my grandmother, I always went with her in the fields where she planted all the plants and all the vegetables, and she had some cows and some chickens and everything. And I always was like, oh, what is she doing? What is she doing with the cows, and why she is cutting off the chickens' heads? She was only making them ready for us to eat, you know, the soup and everything. So all of our authenticity, it's from there, started from there, and it goes from there.
All that love and all that tradition, it's what shaped her. But every story has a moment where it stops being a memory and it starts to become a path.
I mean, you were doing this as basically a hobby going up to the pandemic, right?
It was hobby because I'm a lawyer first.
You're a lawyer?
Yes, two different things, you know?
Yeah.
But I always was in the kitchen preparing something for my family. I always loved kitchen, and as I told you, the cake and everything about it.
She had the love and she had the passion. But Adelina didn't stop there. She trained in Italy and spent time in Michelin-level kitchens in Torino, shaping the technique behind all that feeling. And she still chooses to build with her family.
It's my mom, it's my dad, it's my sister. We are 4 sisters, we don't have a brother, so I'm the brother and the sister and everybody here. Yeah, I'm the biggest one.
That's right.
Yeah.
After watching her work, I wanted to understand her magic just a little better.
We have to melt first, then we're gonna put here. Make it like this. Tick, 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 tick. Yeah, good job, Greg.
Yeah.
Let's see how does.
How does my creation taste?
Yes. Put it in the fridge.
A law degree, 4 kids, and she still changed course. Adelina is proof it's never too late to start over. After Adelina's world of color and play, we step into something totally different. Renaissance, a place where traditional food isn't just preserved, it's elevated.
How does a 4-table restaurant turn into the premier restaurant in Kosovo?
So the idea was like to make fresh food, also people can enjoy it. Kosovars, Albanians, they eat in this kind of way.
Right.
Yeah, we take that concept, we put in a table.
Here, a table isn't just where you eat, it's where your life happens. And somehow, that room remembers.
The team started putting a tablecloth on here, and you said, don't put the tablecloth on. The wood has an energy.
Yes,
What's the energy of that wood?
the wood have a memory. So, the history that I know.
Yep.
I know the table here. I was with my love here. I was with my mother here. It's very important.
Yeah.
You've been here.
Yeah.
You enjoyed in this table. Yeah. That energy stay here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I was saying this particular table that we're sitting at, I started a business here. I found business partners here, and that at this literal table, and every guest who comes and sits at this table imparts their own energy.
And the people, some customers, when they get back after 1 year, I can see in his eyes, or I don't know, like when he start to eat, I miss this. That's the beauty, because he missed this table, this atmosphere. And it's kind of, also the wood have that energy that it's so related to human being.
Yeah.
So wood it's so important for us.
Every piece of wood and every stone here had another life before it came into this room.
Like the construction, we recycled and we use parts of Kosovo. So
Right.
the stones, the woods, everything is from here. So this is also connected to food, how we
Yeah.
use it. We try to, that's why it's the name Renaissance. But we live by that motion. So to recreate, renovate, rebirth everything. What's left behind needs to be also in the future.
Yeah.
We need to bring the past also in the future, because that's what makes us today.
In a city still rebuilding, they turned recycling into a philosophy. Everything pulled toward one mission: keep this place alive and keep it full of people.
We are not just related by blood, but also by what our purpose is.
Yeah.
So that's what keeps us to work every day. Of course, not every day is easy,
Right.
because we are
Like love.
It's still a bit. That's right.
we all have our own way of thoughts and way of doing things.
Yep.
But and that is to advance in this place,
Yep.
to make people as much as possible to enjoy
Yep.
every moment. So not only the food, to have a good service, to have a good memory, to live here. So when they come back, we have the same feeling every time they're here.
Family-built places like this, they don't just serve meals. They give people somewhere to belong for a couple of hours. And you can taste that in the food. After days shaped by wood and tradition, Kosovo's food story doesn't end there. It evolves. This city doesn't just cook from its past, it cooks from everywhere.
Now in Kosovo you can find all of kind of the food.
Yeah.
If you ask me about Italian food, or for Asian fusion, or for Asian food, we are all of them. Noya, it's more focused on the Asian food.
A restaurant built from global ideas and local hands, where it shows how open Kosovo is to new tastes, not just in food, but in the energy that comes with it.
So you have a club here that you built that rivals any you'll see anywhere in the world. How did you get started building Noya here in Kosovo?
I was a little bit traveling, and I was in New York visiting. I saw a lot of rooftops, rooftop. And when I find Noya, I say, let's create by ourselves. And Noya means like a lot of flowers in Japanese. And we start to create everything with flower. Noya is built by the Kosovo artist. And for it, in the end, was like to say cherry up to the cake for our city, for Prishtina.
Noya became something new. It's a mix of fine dining and nightlife, where you might come for dinner, and you may just end up staying to dance.
People was very impressive about it. Maybe have someone like my father, he said to me, my son, You have very hard to bring people in first floor. How you want to get all of them in 21? Right. But when you are in this position and you trust in your idea, you can do it.
Here, food isn't the end of the night. It's just the beginning.
So it's a Tuesday night while we're sitting here filming. It's 8:45 on a Tuesday, and outside there is packed right now. That, I think, tells you a lot about the nightclub, the evening scene and the party scene here in Kosovo, right? On a Tuesday, you really don't see packed clubs like this in many parts of the world.
Jack, I live between little bit because my wife is from Sweden and I live between Kosovo and Sweden. In Sweden, when I want to call somebody and to have dinner with them, maybe in the United States, same, you need to talk with them and to leave after 2 weeks.
Right.
To have one coffee and after 1 month to have good dinner. Here in Kosovo, the coffee is part of our culture.
Right.
To go in nightlife is part of our culture. We don't need to call nobody. We just go out and we find all of them outside drinking coffee. Yeah.
For Petrit, what's happening here is special. It's a mix of food, people, and an energy that feels uniquely Kosovar.
It's important to say we have great nightlife in Kosovo. If you ask me why, because we was isolated for 24 or 25 years.
Yep.
And we create our nightlife, we create our food, we create everything about us, and it's special.
And to understand how deep that goes, you have to meet the people that shaped the night.
Prishtina doesn't have a sea, river, or lake. So what do we have left is the nightlife.
For Uran, nightlife is an escape. It's a way to turn everything heavy in this place into movement.
I believe that you can turn depression into productivity. After the war, being isolated, the youngsters here had a sort of collective depression. But we always use this for benefit, for good of us. And nightlife was the driving mechanism of the youngsters in here. And this is really what makes not only Prishtina, all over Kosovo dynamic in this aspect.
While the country rebuilt, the night became the place where people learned how to breathe again.
Back in 2012, when we started our organization, Hapsira, which translated English means space, a space for all.
Yep.
And when we started that mission, you know, I was towards like, if I should produce music or I should do this.
Right.
Producing music was not the case because we were an isolated country. Yep. Even if I started to produce, I wouldn't penetrate the outside world of Kosovo.
Right.
Because, you know, you can't move freely,
Right.
and that makes it a big problem. So that was the moment that we said, okay, for example, we can't go to Berlin. And why we can't bring this Berlin in Kosovo? That was the real question that pushed our limits.
An idea that simple and that fearless, it changed everything. If they couldn't reach the world, they would bring the world right here.
We entered the premises of Relindia, which is an ex-printing house back in 2013. It was empty. It was under the privatization agency. We really managed to throw so many events in there, like more than 25 events. Our events were pure underground.
Right.
Techno music. That always connects with old buildings, old factories, old, you know.
Right.
And this was the place, you know, Relindia was the place.
But what started as a place to gather, soon it became a purpose.
Our mission, out of just making events in there, became a totally different story. We wanted to protect this space.
Yep.
And doing so, and it started to become a story. We started to break the borders. We started to have regional audience. And then out of nowhere, we started to have requests from really well-known platforms such as Boiler Room, Mix Mag, DJ Mag, Tracks Mag. These are all magazines from the Western world.
What started in underground rooms was now reaching audiences far beyond Kosovo.
In last 3 years, we also had many major events coming in here. Manifesta was one of those. It's a Biennale happening annually.
Yep.
The most known factor for now is Dua Lipa's festival that is happening in Kosovo.
Sunny Hill, right?
You know,
Yeah.
Sunny Hill.
Because in Kosovo, sound isn't just entertainment, it's a kind of freedom. And maybe that's why the music here hits just a little differently. What struck me most wasn't just the sound, the food, it was the commitment you can't fake. Love. At Adelina's table, love is something you can taste.
So if I offer you a cake, you know, it's my love first.
At Renaissance, love, it's simplicity.
When you're sincere to do something, that's called love.
In the clubs and basements, love turns into energy. It's a reason to keep creating.
We still do the things out of love.
Right.
And this is for me the most important fact. Today, the migration is not happening just by a fault or by, by chance. People are talented. This is why also they are migrating. And they are finding jobs all around across Europe, wherever they go. So being in here, if someone is here, like I am now, we do the things out of love and passion.
Yep.
And this is the major fact that triggers the outside world's minds to be in here.
Right.
Spending times in kitchens and clubs, you really start to see how Kosovo is shaping its story. Through food, through music, through the places people build together. Up close, it's not flashy. It's people working early mornings and late nights, and everything in between.
To open a restaurant, anyone can manage to open.
Yeah.
Consistenza është të
Then the consistency
is very good.
is what makes the
Because every night needs to be that same experience, right?
Sometimes we are like an actor that you have to play in theater and you're sick that day, but somebody pays for that and you need to play.
You're still doing it.
You're still doing it.
That's right. That treatment still needs to taste the same.
you have to deliver.
But put it all together, and it becomes its own kind of infrastructure. A network of small, stubborn decisions to keep creating something here. In the final episode, I'm going to step back from the noise of the city, go onto the trails, into the hills, to think about everything that we've seen so far.